And diners aren't the only ones feeling the burn of bad California policy. The state's minimum wage hike has fried the fast food industry, with many franchisees hiking prices, laying off workers, and even shutting down locations completely under the new financial pressure under Joe Biden.
Some chains have resorted to shift cuts over layoffs, which has workers wondering how they'll make ends meet. But Acting Labor Secretary Julie Su says there's nothing to see here.
At the beginning, people talk about how the end of the world is coming and industries are going to shut down forever. That has not been what's happened. What actually happens is that working people have more money in their pockets. They can afford to live. They can afford to spend.
Here with reaction, celebrity chef Robert Irvine. Robert, good to see you. Thanks for being with us. Such an honor to have you on our show.
Thanks. First and foremost, Dagen, I got to agree with you on the security tax. And Sean, not everybody gets a gold medal. I agree with you there.
We are off to a great start. But the Labor Secretary saying this does not have an impact on people's ability to get jobs, in essence, saying they're going to make more money. What say you?
Well, here's what I feel. Number one, everybody deserves to have a livable wage, right? No matter what. In any job, not just the restaurant industry. But here's the problem. The unforeseen circumstances are now going to go on to people that are running these businesses do not have the money to pay the wages, pay the exorbitant expense of the food. And by the way, if we don't pay these people, we don't have restaurants. Restaurants have already started to close. I mean, we saw it, and in California, this law has only been in a week. So, you know, you're going to see that knock-on effect around the country as we get these wages increased, which we need to do, by the way. I'm not against the wage increases. What I'm against is how do we run these mom and pop operations or businesses that keep us afloat? Fast food, QSR restaurants are a huge part of our business.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned, and you've got the shirt on, Robert, and I'm going to ask you about it because you're working with it to help these restaurants in terms of cutting cost, and your restaurant Revamp came with GRUBBRR. Am I saying that right? I certainly hope so.
That's correct, yes.
But it is to provide self-ordering technology and to help them keep costs low, among other things. Just tell us about it.
Well, first and foremost, we've seen this coming for a long time. It's not just come out of nowhere. We're not having as many babies. Nobody wants to do the restaurant work. And it's getting tougher and tougher to run businesses. So I partnered and invested in GRUBBRR a year ago to take technology, self-ordering technology, to the marketplace where it doesn't replace jobs. Let's get that first and foremost understood. What it does is take the labor pool and use it better in a place where it's needed. So we come up with this idea, GRUBBRR and myself, called Restaurant Revamp campaign, which means if you have 50 to 60 restaurants and I want one of them to be in California, I will come in with GRUBBRR and I will give you an overhaul of your complete food program. That means technology, that means the back, the front, and the middle, the end, and you'll have a time with me to go through best practices of your business and how to run it correctly. And I think some of the worries of people are this: oh, we're going to get rid of labor. No, we don't have enough labor as it is. What we're doing is taking the labor that we have, moving it to a better place. And by the way, you probably get an increase of wage by doing that and more revenue. So the GRUBBRR's technology, the self-ordering technology, is faster. It's so funny. Since a week ago, we've seen 70% of interest in GRUBBRR's new technology since this law was passed in California. And it's only going to go on throughout the country as more and more people decide, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. Remember, inflation's up, food's up, labor's up, everything's up. People in business are going to close because they don't have the staffing. I'm giving a solution. I'm going to show up. I'm going to show you how to do it, and we're going to get money for you and move the labor to where it's needed the most.
At a time when innovation is needed in the restaurant industry, it's going to be interesting to watch this technological revolution take place in your industry. Robert Irvine, always a pleasure to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Great to see you.